Warning. Warning. Weapon X is escaping. Warning. Warning. Weapon X is escaping.
Who are you?
Me? I'm the best at what I do. What I do isn't very nice.
Greetings, fanboys and fangirls. I'm ERod and I'm the Blockbuster Buster. X-Men, one of the key franchises responsible for the comic book movie boom. But in spite of its success, it has become one of the most convoluted franchises of all time, as it has incorporated two different timelines into completely different casts. Some have even accused Fox of trying to expand the franchise's lifespan, even though it has visibly lost momentum. So in other words, the X-Men are on life support and Fox refuses to pull the plug. Today we look at their latest feeble attempt at trying to capitalize on the popularity of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. X-Men Apocalypse.
At last, I summon your Apocalypse, the Death Bringer, once again, rise to be a scourge.
Wow, that was easy.
To be a scourge upon the human,
So much for the X-Men's greatest enemy.
and from the ashes of their world.
Yeah, save it for the trailer. I hate to tell you, Ivanus, but I think you're in the wrong movie. The Power Rangers film doesn't come out until early 2017.
Silence! You impertinent, puny.
The most powerful mutant in existence, and he has the weakness of a pocket calculator.
It is hard to say what these movies are worst at. Reintroducing characters that we're already familiar with, or introducing new characters and then just poorly developing them. After many years of studying the progression of the characters in the X-Men movies, I can only come to one surefire conclusion. And that is that Bryan Singer hates Storm. Seriously, think about this for a second. In the comics, Storm is one of the most powerful mutants on Earth. In the 90s, she was second in command of the X-Men, and on occasion would serve as the leader. For most of the 2000s, she was married to Black Panther, which means that for a while, she was Queen of Wakanda. And currently, she leads her own team of X-Men. In the movies, she's just there. Everyone else has a defined role. Cyclops is the leader, Jean is the medic, Wolverine is the best fighter, and Storm shoots lightning. Very rarely does she do anything significant in any of the movies, until X-Men The Last Stand. You know, one of the few X-Men movies that Bryan Singer didn't direct, in which she starts to take charge in the absence of Cyclops and Professor Xavier. Then she vanishes until the next Singer-directed X-Men movie, Days of Future Past, in which the most memorable thing that she did was die. Yeah, my theory doesn't seem that crazy anymore, does it? In this movie, we are momentarily tricked into thinking that Storm will be developed a lot better, as we get a quick glimpse at her origin as a young thief in Cairo. But very quickly she gets the Singer treatment, as she suddenly joins the villain, even though she has no motivation to do so. Which is made even more apparent when we find out that she idolizes one of the X-Men. Then why would she willingly follow Apocalypse if his end goal is to destroy the world? This we will never know. Then she's a good guy at the end, cause why not? So, is Alexander's ship a good Storm? I don't know. There just wasn't enough of her in this movie for me to formulate an opinion, which makes me feel terrible that she had to shave her head to be in this movie. Yes, she shaved her head for less than 10 minutes of screen time and less dialogue than Silent Bob in one of the View Askew movies. So, while we're on the subject of characters with questionable motivations,
Hey, Chief, what you doing there?
Contemplating whether to stay or move my family elsewhere.
Go with option B, and while you're on the move, go to this address right here and pick up your son, Quicksilver.
Quicksilver's my son?
Yeah, you and his mom, just go. That way your daughter won't be killed and you won't go evil again.
What?
Just go.
Killing a little girl to justify Magneto going evil again? Dick move, Bryan Singer. Dick move.
Eric Lensher, Master of Magnetism, I call upon you to be one of my 4... Wait, where is he?
You're late, dumbass. Well, that's one unnecessary subplot solved. Unfortunately, if I were to try and solve all the unnecessary subplots in this movie, this video would be 10 hours long, as this movie experienced a crisis of infinite subplots. You have Cyclops wanting to step out of his brother's shadow, then wanting to avenge him, Xavier's possible romance with Moira McTaggart, Jean accepting the immense power within, Mystique figuring out where she belongs, and does anybody remember seeing Jubilee in this movie? Nah, they wouldn't just introduce Jubilee in this movie and then not use her. That would be dumb and wasteful, and thank God they've never done that to a female character. Which reminds me, there was another character that was forcefully shoved into this movie. If you excuse me, I gotta get back to Alkaline Lake.
Hey, big boy. Looking for a dance partner? Seriously, Wolvie, I have to know, what the hell are you doing here? It wasn't Stryker that kidnapped you at the end of X-Men Days of Future Past. It was Mystique, disguised as Stryker. So, why would a known mutant rights activist drop you off at the Weapon X facility for you to be tortured and exploited?
I don't... You're confusing me!
You're confused? What about the audience? Face it, Lamarine, you've been reduced to a fan service cameo. Don't feel bad, buddy. You aren't the only victim this year. You're so overrated.
You know, the complete disregard of Wolverine's continuity raises a very important question. What continuity are we on? I know that the events of Days of Future Past created an alternate timeline, but there were just so many continuity errors that were still left unexplained. Like how did Trask transform from a tall black man to a short white dude? Or how Angel can simultaneously exist in the year 2006 as the son of a rich guy and in 1983 as a cage fighter? How did Wolverine get his adamantium claws back after they were chopped off by Silver Samurai? And how, just how, in the name of Galactus's gloriously gargantuan gonads, did Xavier survive getting blown up by Phoenix? Somebody tell me, damn it! Ah! Huh, it's almost time for the Age of Apocalypse. Oh well, I guess somebody has to save the world.
Man will come to an end, and from the ashes of
Oh my God, are you stuck on repeat?
You again.
Listen, I'm gonna ask you a question, and be honest, Blue Boy, do you actually want to destroy the world?
Of course I do.
Dude, you had all the nuclear weapons on the planet under your control, and then...
Then I toss them into space, to show humans that I can do with their weapons as I please. Oh, I guess I could have just killed them with those.
Yep, would have saved you a whole lot of trouble, but hey, I get it. You just woke up, you're not at your best, but don't you think that all this pointless running around is just buying the X-Men enough time to catch up with you, and then... There it goes. I am Phoenix! No using Phoenix as a Deus Ex Machina! The recurring theme of the X-Men saga is that of evolution and humanity's resistance against it. Ironically, that is the main problem with this franchise. After 16 years, it has basically remained the same, and Fox refuses to make any significant changes, as this is a film series that needs to evolve or die. So that was one busted, thousands more to go. I'm ERod, and I'm the Blockbuster Buster.